Lindalive show. Happy Sunday, everybody, and how are you all doing? Well, it's your girl Linda once again. I'm here to bring you live entertainment with lots of topics from the internet and around the globe. Something for you to think and talk about all week. Anyway, happy Sunday. How are you all doing? It's autumn and it's getting cold. I hope everybody is prepared for the winter. It's getting ready for the winter. Christmas is coming in. I hope you all are ready for that Christmas shopping. It's always big in the UK. I know Nigeria's holidays as well. I don't know the rest of the world, but wherever you are, I think Christmas is going to be really interesting this year. So everybody, well, it's going to be really cold. I think to say it's going to be absolutely freezing this winter. So get your jackets out and be prepared. Anyway, well, let's talk about last week. What we discussed last week, we were talking about how women are being brutalized, how men beats their wife. You know, I was discussing about why would you want to beat up your wife or your partner or even anybody? You know, life gives us challenges every time so you need, as a person I was talking about, you need to learn how to control your temper so you don't get in a situation where you become physical and you have to get involved in any fighting. You know, people need to be very careful. So people say a lot of people can die from being beaten and all that. So you need to be very careful. Control your anger so you don't put yourself in a position where you become a subject. Anyway, what I want to talk about today, I spoke about it last week, but why I want to talk about this issue, because of things people post on the internet. Sometimes these stories are not true, they are not correct, or misrepresented, misinterpreted. You know, sometimes the people add to it and make the story more solidified. I don't know, like people who blog on the net, you know, you see a story, you don't have an evidence of it, you have no proof whatsoever, and you just carry on with such stories. Sometimes you have to put yourself in that position and see how you will manage if you were that person. How you will manage. Sometimes when you post, people become depressed. People become anxious. They have anxiety and everything. You need to be very, very careful what you say about people on the internet. Because what is going on? Because somebody is becoming a subject right now. Because I was thinking so many things. Is it because he's a celebrity? Is it because he's rich? Is it because he's young? Is it because, you know, there's so many questions that I think I asked when I saw what somebody wrote about someone. What I said is, what are your aspirations? I said it point plain and say, what aspires you to do something? What aspires you to want to become something? You know, is this negative? Is this to write wrong things about people? Is it to say things that are not correct about people? What aspires you? Everybody wants to be inspired. Everybody wants to aspire people, especially celebrities or people who are achievers. People want to do something and they want, their kids or, friends and family to look up to them and follow their lead. So that is why I was talking about what are your aspirations, what make you want to do something. Presently on the internet is going really everywhere. Davido has been a subject of a crime which is just going around the internet. So somebody mentioned it to me and I was like, is it actually true? Are the story correct? Is it written? Because I watched the CCTV footage. It was 3 CCTV that were posted on the internet about Davido, and his friend that was that died, I think, that died. And I was thinking, why would you, why didn't you wait for you to have all that evidence first before you post something like that on the internet about the video? You know, why wouldn't you wait for all the evidence and make sure that you are sure, especially when the news is bad? It can destroy somebody's career. It can destroy somebody's, you know. He's a musician, he's an entertainer, and the news is just going everywhere. I had to say this because sometimes you need to speak the truth. You need to speak up. Sometimes you need to say something so that people can start thinking positively. Because sometimes people just do things because there's internet and we just want to use internet. We just post things and think like, okay, we're keeping a status update. But like what Senator said when we're on the show, you need to think about what you're posting. You need to think, who's gonna read that blog? Who's gonna read that article? Who's gonna read that message? Who's gonna watch that video? You know, think about so many things before you post any picture. Before you post anything at all, especially when it's a bad news. Think about the damage that you will cause someone. You know, think about it very, very careful before you think of blogging about anybody. Because if you are saying the video is a part of a crime or a scene, and it's an awkward situation because somebody's actually died in the case. Somebody's actually died, but he wasn't there, according to the CCTV. He wasn't there. So before you say something, make sure you're very sure. That's what I'm trying to say today. And I've said it before on this show. What are your aspirations? What do you think? Think about things that you do. Think about the damage that you want to cause someone who has worked so hard. Who has worked so hard to get to where they are. And you're just going to post one message and destroy somebody's career. When it's death, it's not a joke. It's not funny. And it's not something you just look and say, oh, it's alright. So death is a very, very crucial element. Is one of the saddest things that can happen to anybody. You know, if you've lost somebody before, you know how sad it is to lose somebody. So death is not funny, and it's not something that you just post on the internet because you know this person and think about the damage, that you want to do to that person. Do you want to stop that person from performing? Do you want to stop that person from entertaining the crowd? You need to think about very, very careful before you post anything on the internet, so it doesn't affect you as a person and it doesn't affect anybody. We need to teach the next generation how to do things, because there are so many little ones that are coming up now and they're just going to copy exactly the same way that things are, but there are actually a certain way that we can do things. Somebody said there's no right or wrong way of doing things, but there are certain way that you could do things. There's a way you could present something so nobody is hurt. Think before you act. Think tank. Think before you do anything to hurt anybody. Everybody want to get publicity. Everybody want to be a big blogger. You could get all your audience when you say the truth. You can speak positively, and you can still get all the fans and all the audience and that you want to get when you say the truth about somebody. So that is what I want to talk about today on the Lindalive show. But next week there's not going to be a Lindalive show, but a week after there will be a Lindalive show. And I hope you have learned something from today's topic about thinking before you act. sure of what you're saying, you know, be sure of what you're doing. Let's not kill a soldier while we're chasing rats. So we need to be very, very careful before we do things. It's the Lindalive show. Don't forget to click like, subscribe to this channel. Next week is going to be even more interesting because I'll be raising a lot of new and interesting awareness of things that you can relate with and things that you can think and talk about all week. But for now, let's be very careful. It's the Lindalive show. Take care. God bless you all. Bye.